So have a good day, sir. Our topic for the day is all about radical expression. The radical have already been introduced in defining rational exponent of the form 1 over n, where n is a positive integers. For example, we have n root of x is equals to x raised to 1 over n. This property enables us to prove the properties of radicals by using the law of exponents. So these are the example of radical expression. So example number 1, we have x squared of 3. Then example number 2, cube root of 2. Example number 3, square root of x plus 2. Then example number 4, square root of 2x minus 3. Then number 5, n root of x. Then number 6, fourth root of 5. In connection with the notation n root of x, we use the following term. So yung n root of x po natin, tinatawag po natin siyang radical numbers or radical. Yung check mark naman po, tinatawag po natin siyang radical sign. Then yung x, ito po yung radical na tinatawag. Then yung n naman po, ito po yung tinatawag nating index. So ano nga po ba ibig sabihin ng radical sign? Radical sign, the sign, check mark, which indicate the square root of the number following or higher root indicated by preceding superscript numeral. Then the radical naman po, the number under radical symbol. So ito po yung x po natin. That is the number which have the square root taking cube root, fourth root, fifth root, or n root na tinatawag. Then index, ito naman po yung number or variables na nasa labas po ng checkmark po natin na maliit. So index is the small number inside, the smallest number tucked inside the checkmark portion of the radical sign. So ito po yung n po natin. So these are the properties of radicals. The properties of radicals follow directly from the definition and theorem on exponents. So if x and y are positive integers and m are even, whenever we have two or more radical terms which are multiplied with the same index, then we can put only one radical and multiply the term inside the radical. So for example, we have n root of xy is equal to n root of x multiplied by n root of y. So tulad nga po ng sabi doon kanina, pag-iwalayin lang po natin siya. Next, whenever we have two or more radical terms which are dividing with the same index, then we can put only one radical and divide the terms inside the radical. So for example, we have n root of x over y is equal to n root of x over n root of y when y is not equal to 0. As we all know, when the denominator is equal to 0, automatic po, undefined na po siya. Okay? So next. So n root of x over y is equals to n root of x over n root of y when y is not equal to 0. So naulit lang po. So next example naman po natin, m root of n root of x is equal to m multiplied by n root of x is equal to mn root of x. So i-multiply lang po natin yung index natin na nasa labas. So m times n is equals to mn. Okay po? Then proceed na po tayo. These four laws of radicals are used in simplifying and operating the radicals or with radicals. Ang complete simplification of radicals will yield the following. So number 1 or letter A, no factor which are perfect powers under the radical sign. Letter B, no fractional expression under the radical sign. Letter C, the index is greater than the exponent of the radicand. And last one, no radical in the denominator. Note the process in simplifying radicals with fractional expression under radical sign, and radical with the denominator is called rationalization. So these are the list of perfect square root. So for example, we have square root of 1 is equals to 1, square root of 4 is equals to 2, square root of 9 is equals to 3, then a square root of 16 is equal to 4, and so on so far. So ito po yung example po natin ng mga perfect square root po. So next naman po, kung may example po tayo ng mga perfect square root, may example din po tayo ng mga perfect cube root. So these are the example of perfect cube root. So for example, we have cube root of 1 is equals to 1, cube root of 8 is equals to 2, cube root of 27 is equals to 3, cube root of 64 is equal to 4, and so far. In simplifying a radical expression, the following step will be used or useful to simplify any radical expression. So step 1, we need to find the prime factorization of the number inside the radical. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi po natin prime factorization, kailangan gagamitin po natin number. In factorization is a prime number. Determine the index of the radical. The index tells you how many of a kind you need to put together to be able to move the number or variables from inside the radical to outside the radical. Then move each group of number or variables from inside the radical to outside the radical. So for example, we have square root of 25. So unahin po muna natin yung example number 1 po natin. So for example number 1, we have square root of 25. So first step that we need to do is to find the prime factorization of the number inside the radical. So 25 is equal to 5 times 5. So step number 2, we need to determine the index of the radical. In this example, the index of the radical is 2 kasi square root nga po. We need 2 pair of the kind to move inside the radical to outside the radical. Then step number 3, which is the last step po natin, move each group of numbers or variables from inside the radical to outside the radical. So for example, square root of 25 is equal to 5. So ito po, dalawang magkaparehas, ilalabas lang po natin siya. Okay po? Pag isa lang po, hindi po natin siya pwedeng ilabas kasi square root nga po siya, di ba? Kailangan makakuha muna tayo ng dalawang magkaparehas. So another example, we have square root of 60. So first step natin, we need to find prime factorization of the number inside the radical. So unahin po na natin yung 60 po natin. So what is the prime factorization of 60? Or yung radical natin rather. So 60 is equals to 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So kukunin po natin dalawang magkaparehas, saka po natin ilalabas. So square root of 60 is equal to square root of 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So ito po, dalawang magkaparehas, ilalabas po natin siya. Magiging 2 times square root of 3 times 5. Then we need to simplify. Dahil wala pong kasama yung nasa labas po natin, automatic 2 na lang po siya. Then we need to simplify yung nasa loob po natin. Yung tinatawag po nating radicand. So 3 times 5 is equals to 15. So our final answer will be 2 square root of 15. So another example. Another example, we have square root of 252. Step 1, we need to find prime factorization of the number inside the radical. So the prime factorization of 252 rather is equal to 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. So kunin po natin dalawang magkaparehas, then ilalabas po natin siya. So yung dalawang 2 po natin, ilalabas po natin, magiging isa na lang po yan. Then yung 3 po natin, dalawang magkaparehas, ilalabas din po natin. Then we need to simplify. 2 times 3 is equals to 6, then 7 yung nasa loob po natin, which is the radical na sinasawag. Radicand rather. So our final answer will be 6 square root of 7. So next example po natin. cube root of 81. So first, we need to find prime factorization of the number inside the radical. So the prime factorization of 81 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Tama po ba? The square root of 81 is equal to square root of 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Then kukunin po natin yung tatlo. Bakit tatlo yung ginawa po natin? Dahil yung example po natin is cube root po siya. Kaya tatlong pares po yung kukunin po natin. So yung tatlong pares, ilalabas po natin siya. Then we need to simplify. So 3 times square root of 3. Then simplify po natin, magiging 3 square root of 3. Okay po? So next example, paano naman po pag may kasama na po siyang variable? So for example, we have cube root of 405 x raised to 6, then y raised to 4. So tulad ng ginawa po natin kanina, first we need to find prime factorization of the number inside the radical or yung radical natin. Hanapin po natin yung prime factorization po natin. So unahin po muna natin yung 405. So 405 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 5. Then x raised to 6 is equal to x times x times x times x times x times x. Then square root of 4 or y raised to 4. So balik po tayo, y raised to 4 is equals to y times y times y times y. Then kukunin po natin yung tatlo magkakaparehas po dahil yung example po natin is cube root. Okay? So, cube root of 405 is equals to square root of 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 5. Then cube root of x raised to 6 is equals to square root of x times x times x times x times x times x. Then cube root of y raised to 4 is equals to square root of y times y times y times y. Then kukunin po natin yung tatlo magkakaparehas po. So dito po, yung 3 po natin yung may tatlong magkakaparehas. Then lahat po ng hindi po siya tatlong magkakaparehas, iiwan po natin sa loob. So labas po natin yung 3. Ito na po siya. So maglagay ako dito ng animation. So ito pong tatlong 3 na magkakaparehas, ilabas po natin, ito na po siya. Okay po? Then next, ito naman pong x po natin, dahil 6 po siya, kukunin po natin yung dalawang 3 ng x po natin. So ito po yung isa, then ito naman po yung isa. Okay? Then next, sa y na po tayo. So sa y po natin, 4 po yung y po natin, pero 3 lang po yung kailangan po natin. So kukunin po natin itong 3. So ito na po siya. Then lahat po ng natira, iiwan po natin sa loob. Yung 3, yung 5, then yung y po. So ito na po siya sa loob. Okay? Then we need to simplify. So clear ko muna. So 3 times x times x times y is equals to 3x squared y. Then nasa loob naman po, 3 times 5 times y is equals to 15y. So our final answer will be 3x squared y cube root of 15y. So the last example po natin, 4th root of 176 x cubed y to the 6th power. So tulad ng ginawa po natin sa number 5, ganun lang di po yung gagawin po natin sa number 6. So first, we need to find the prime factorization of the number inside the radical. So we need to find the prime factorization of the radical. So 176 is equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 11. Then x cubed is equals to x times x times x. Then y raised to 6 is equals to y times y times y times y times y times y. So dahil 4th root po siya, kukunin po natin 4 na magkakaparehas po or 4 na pares po. So ito po 2, 4 na pares na po siya, ilalabas po natin siya. Then ito pong x po natin, dahil tatlo lang po siya, may iwan po siya sa loob. Then yung y naman po natin, apat na magkakapares, ilalabas po natin siya. Okay? Then we need to simplify. 2 times y is equals to 2y. Then yung natira naman po sa loob, 11 times x times x times x times y is equal to 11 x raised to the third power, then y raised to the second power. So our final answer will be 2y, fourth root of 11x cubed, y squared. So next, rationalization of radicals. Next question with the radical in its denominator should be simplified into 1 without a radical in its denominator. So this process is called rationalizing the denominator. This is accomplished by multiplying the expression by a fraction having the value of 1 in appropriate form. So these are the steps in rationalizing radical expression. So step number 1, we need to multiply numerator and the denominator by a radical that will get rid the radical in the denominator. So step number 2, make sure all the radicals are simplified. So step number 3, simplify the fraction if needed. So kailangan po yung sagot po natin, nakasimplify na po siya. Kung hindi po nakasimplest form, automatic magiging mali po yung sagot ninyo. Okay, rationalize the following radical expression. So example number 1, we have 4 over square root of 6. So unahin po muna natin yan. So our given, we have 4 over square root of 6. So step number 1, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the radical that will get rid the radical in the denominator. So in this case, we have square root of 6 over square root of 6. So kailangan po itong square root of 6 over square root of 6 po natin, we need to multiply to our given, which is 4 over square root of 6. So ito na po siya. So 4 times square root of 6 is equal to 4 square root of 6. Then square root of 6 multiplied by square root of 6 is equal to square root of 6 multiplied by square root of 6. So we need to simplify. 4 times square root of 6 is equal to 4 square root of 6. Then square root of 6 multiplied by square root of 6 is equal to square root of 36. Okay po. Make sure all the radicals are simplified. So 4 square root of 6 over square root of 36. So 36 po natin, pwede pa po natin siya ma-simplify. So square root of 36 is equal to 6. Okay? So is equals to 4 square root of 6 over 6. Then pwede pa po natin siya i-simplify. We simply divide the numerator in the denominator by 2. So 4 divide 2 is equals to 2. Then 6 divide 2 is equal to 3. So our final answer will be 2 square root of 6 over 3. So next, we have square root of 7 over x. So next we have the square root of 7 over x. So we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the radical that will get rid of the radical in the denominator. So in this case, we have square root of x over square root of x. So we need to simplify square root of 7 over x. So square root of 7 over x is equals to square root of 7 over square root of x. Then, tsaka po tayo mag-multiply. So 7 multiplied by x is square root of 7 rather times square root of x is equals to square root of 7x. Then square root of x multiplied by square root of x is equal to square root of x squared. Then we need to simplify. So square root of 7x Hindi na po natin siya ma-simplify. Yung baba na lang ba i-simplify po natin. So, square root of x squared is equal to x. So, cancel po natin ng 2. Cancel din po natin yung square root. At itira na lang po yung x po. So, our final answer will be square root of 7x over x. And the last example po natin, 1 over 4th root of 3x squared. So we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the radical that will get rid of the radical in the denominator. So in this case, we have 4th root of 3. Para iba yung given mo natin. So 4th root of 3 raised to 3, then x squared. Then proceed po tayo sa multiplication po natin. So 1 times 4th root of 3 cube. So ito pang given po natin, kailangan cube po ito ha. So nagkaroon lang po ng typographical error. So 1 over 4th root of 3x squared multiplied by 4th root of 3 cube times x squared over 4th root of 3 cube then x squared. So in this case, 1 multiplied by 4th root of 3 cube then x squared is equals to 4th root of 3 cube x squared. Then sa baba naman po, 4th root of 3x squared multiplied by 4th root of 3 cube x squared is equal to 4 squared of the quantity 3x to the 4th power. So we need to simplify. So our final answer will be 4th root of 3 cube x squared over 4th root of the quantity 3x raised to the 4th power. So we need to simplify ulit. Cancel po natin itong 4 po natin. 4th root po natin, pati yung power ng 4 po natin, matitira na lang po is 3x. So our final answer will be 4 squared of 4th root of 27 x squared over 3x. So paano po natin nakuha 27? So 3 raised to 3 is equals to 27 over 3x. Okay po? So addition and subtraction of radical expression. Adding and subtracting radical are very similar to adding and subtracting with the variables. In other, to combine terms, they need to be like terms. With the radicals, we have something similar called radicals. So let's look at the example with the like terms and like radicals. So these are the steps to add and or subtract the radical expression. So first step, we need to simplify each radical. So second step, to add or subtract radicals, that indicates and what is inside the radical called the radical must be exact the same. So for example, we have square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 3. So unahin po muna natin yung example number 1 po natin. So first, we need to simplify each radical since the radical are in its simplified form. So we need to combine like terms with the same radicals and same so for example, we have square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 3. So, dahil magkaparehas po sila, automatic 1 na lang po ilalagay po natin. So, 1 plus 2 square root of 3. Dahil parehas po na square root of 3 po natin. Okay? Kaya 1 na lang po nilagay po dito. So, 1 plus 2 is equals 3 square root of 3. Okay? So, next, we have cube root of 2 plus cube root of 16 plus cube root of 54. So, first we need to simplify each radical. So, cube root of 2 is equal plus cube root of 16 plus cube root of 54 is equal to cube root of 2 plus cube root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 plus cube root of 3 times 3 times 3 times 2. Then, ilalabas po natin to dahil cube root, kailangan meron tayong tatlong pares. So, ilalabas po natin to magiging 2 cube root of 2. Then, sa kabila naman po, magiging 3 cube root of 2. Then, dahil magkakaparehas po sila, automatic 1 na po to. Okay? So, 1 plus 2 times 1 is equals to 2. Then 3 times 1 is equals to 3. Then cube root of 2. Then we need to simplify. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. Then cube root of 2. So our final answer is 6 cube root of 2. So next. Second to the last example na tayo. So, number 5 example, we have square root of a cubed plus square root of 25a cubed minus square root of 9a cubed. First, we need to simplify each radical. So, a cubed or square root of a cubed plus square root of 25a cubed minus square root of 9a cubed, a cubed is equal to square root of a times a times a plus square root of 5 times 5 times a times a times a minus square root of 3 times 3 times a times a times a. Then lahat po ng dalawa magkakaparehas po, ilalabas po natin siya. So ito pong a, dalawa na po sila magkakaparehas, ilalabas po natin. Then ito din pong 5 po natin. Lalabas din po natin siya, pati po yung a. So dito din po sa kabila. 3, then a po. Then we need to simplify. A square root of a plus 5 times a is equals to 5a. Square root of a minus 3 times a is equals to 3a. Square root of a. Then we need to simplify ulit. Combine like terms with the same radicands and the same index. Okay? So magiging a times 1 is equals to a. Then 5 times a, 5a pala, rather, 5a times 1 is equals to 5a. Minus 3a times 1 is equals to 3a. Then yung square root of a po natin. Then we need to simplify. A plus 5a minus 3a is equals to 3a. Then square root of a. So our final answer will be 3a square root of a. Okay po. Then for the last example po, negative 3 square root of 6 minus square root of 12 plus 3 square root of 3. So first, we need to simplify each radical or radical. So negative 3 square root of 6 minus square root of 12 plus 3 square root of 3. So, negative 3 square root of 6 minus, ito pong square root of 12 po natin is equals to square root of 2 times 2 times 3 plus 3 square root of 3 po. So, wag kakalimutan po ito po yung sakop lang po ng square root po natin. Hindi siya maano eh. So, ito lang po yung sakop po ng square root po natin. Then, nasa labas po yung 3 po natin. Okay? So, ilalabas na po natin itong dalawang 2. So, ilabas po natin siya magiging 2 or negative 2. Then we need to simplify. Negative 3, square root of 6 minus 2, square root of 3 plus 3, square root of 3. So ito po, dahil magkaparas na po sila, 1 na po yung ilalagay po natin dito. So negative 2 times 1 is equals to negative 2. Plus 3, square root of 3. So simplify po muna natin to. Negative 2 plus 3 is equals to 1 or divisible by 1 kahit hindi na po natin siya ilagay. Kung sagot po natin 1 or 1, automatic po kahit hindi na po natin siya ilagay. Okay lang po. Automatic, divisible by 1 na po siya. So our final answer will be negative 3 square root of 6 plus square root of 3. Okay? So multiplication and division of radical expression. To multiply and dividing radicals, make use to the product rule and the quotient rule. The n simply means that the index could be any value. So for the product rule po natin, n root of AB is equals to n root of A multiplied by n root of B, where 0 is greater than or equal to A, when 0 is less than or equal to A, but ulit, where A is greater than 0 and B is greater than 0 po. So next, the quotient rule naman po natin, n root of A over B is equals to n root of A over n root of B, where A is greater than or equal to 0 and B is greater than 0. So for example number 1, so our given is equals to square root of 8 times square root of 3. So first we need to multiply the radicals. So square root of 8 times square root of 3 is equals to square root of 24. Then we need to simplify the radical. So square root of 24 is equals to square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Then ilalabas po natin itong 2. Yung natira po sa loob, is-simplify po natin. So nilabas po yung 2. Then 2 times 3 is equals to 6. So our final answer will be 2 square root of 6. Okay? So for example number 2, we have 5 square root of 5 is 6 times 3 square root of 10. So first we need to multiply the radicand to the radicand and the whole number to the whole number. So 5 times 3 is equals to 15. Then 5 times 10 is equals to 50. Then we need to simplify the radical. So 15 square root of 2 times 5 times 5. So yung dalawa magkaparehas po, ilalabas po natin siya. So magiging 15 times 5 square root of 2. So 15 times 5 is equals to 75. Then square root of 2. So our final answer will be 75 square root of 2. Okay? So, paano naman po pag division? So, first, for example, we need to divide the following radical expression. So, for example, number 1, tulad ng ginawa po natin kanina sa multiplication, parang ganun dito yung gagawin po natin sa division. So, for example, we have square root of 18 over 2 is equal to square root of 18 over 2. So, we need to divide 18 over 2 is equals to 9. Then, square root of 9 is equal to square root of 3 times 3. Then, dalawang magkaparehas po, ilalabas po natin siya. So, our final answer will be 3. Okay? Parang mas madali yung division po natin kaysa sa multiplication po natin, di ba? So, next. For example, we have 160 over square root of 5. So, dito naman po, pagsasamahin po natin siya. So, magiging square root of 160 over 5. So, we need to divide 160 to 5 is equal to square root of 32. So, square root of 32 is equals to square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So, labas po natin yung dalawang 2 or dalawang pares ng 2 po natin. So, magiging 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Then yung natira po sa loob, which is square root of 2. So, our final answer will be 4 square root of 2. So, sa example number 5 na tayo agad. So, for example number 5, we have 1 over square root of 5. So, first, we need to rationalize by multiplying both the denominator and the numerator by square root of 5 over square root of 5. So, tulad ng ginawa po natin sa previous topic po natin. So, 1 over square root of 5 times square root of 5 over square root of 5. So, 1 times square root of 5 is equal to square root of 5. Then, square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 5 is equal to square root of 25. Then, we need to simplify. So, square root of 5, hindi na po natin siya mas-simplify. So, yung simplify po natin, which is the denominator po natin. So, our denominator, square root of 25, is equal to 5 times 5. Di ba? Then, ilalabas po natin siya. Magiging 5 na lang po siya. Okay? So, our final answer will be square root of 5 over 5. So, that's our lesson for today. God bless and keep safe. And goodbye.